Maestro Gaming presents a wobbly wagon wheel production about a nomad man. That man is the Gypsy King. Okay, ladies and gents, welcome back to another Maestro Game production. As you can see, we are outside the Darul Makmur Stadium for our first game of today's episode. This lovely 40,000 seater stadium is going to host us versus Pahang in this first game away from home. Now, this is arguably our biggest episode in the Malaysian Cup. This is probably going to decide if we've got any chance of qualification or not. So, without further ado, I'm going to head on inside and catch you fine folks for the first game of today's episode. Okay everyone, so after the shambles of Asman in the previous episode, I have stuck to my word. We are going for a lone striker. That, of course, is going to be Pinto. And, well, the rest of the lineup has had a bit of shake-up. I've mixed it up, and we are going for this very much sword approach, and hopefully we can stab it straight through the heart of our opponents. So, our goalkeeper is, of course, Omar. Not the greatest goalkeeper in the world, but we don't have any good goalkeepers. We have Sue on the left-hand side, Salah, Ali, Jamal in central defence, Issa on the right, of course. Kazani is in that defensive midfield role. Wang and Saya controlling central midfield. Lunin, Cam, and up front, like I said, is Pinto. Our bench consists of Suwami, Abdullah, Hashim, Salman, Emal, Ngolu, and Safwan. So, without further ado, let's head on into the dressing room and see what Hoon is it has to say. Yes, Hoon. Chan Wing Hoon. So, remind the players that there's no real pressure today. Well, I guess we don't care about the Malaysian Cup, and this is just for a bit of fun and hang around in Malaysia for a bit longer. But we really want to win. So, you know, passionately, where's the underdog? Yeah, we're underdogs. Let's go out and cause an upset, lads. Just go out there, no pressure, just go win. Because this is pathetic. 0 points. If we can get a point, I know, so no, it's a lot to ask, but a point will just make me feel much better. So, would 3 straight defeats all but end your hopes of advancing? Yes, it would. Ishak, I'm not going to lie to you, it would. Of the PRK football post, the Park football post. Experienced and indifferent about us. It would be incredibly tough to catch, as we would be absolutely screwed. So, your team selection today suggests, yes, there's a change of tactics. I've picked the tactics and style I feel gives us the best chance of winning. We've got rid of Asman, who is going to give the ball away on the very last minute. Oh, sorry, spoiler. But if you're watching today's episode and you did not watch the previous episode, that's not my fault. That is yours. You should really be watching these in order. So, Kazali, ball over the top. It is intercepted. Rossley now on the counter-attack. Samara is coming down this left-hand side for them. As you can see, this 40,000 seater stadium is not jam-packed. It is, of course, a normal Malaysian game. So we've probably got a couple of hundred people in here. Maybe a couple of thousand at a push. I have seen like 2,000 on our attendance list, but that was in an 80,000 seat stadium, and that was against, I want to say that was the PKNS game. Might have been Selangor, but it was definitely in their stadium. And, well, enough of my rambling. The free kick goes wide. We have avoided that one. Omar gets the ball over to the right-hand side, though, only as far as their winger. I don't know why he's passing it to them. He should be passing it to us. Sai cannot win the ball. That was a terrible attempt at a tackle. And they are still coming at us down this right-hand side. Davis whips one in. Arman. It's now Aslin. Aslin, edge of the area. Lovely shot from Aslin, I will say that. Adam nor Aslin. Beautiful finish, but we really shouldn't have given them the opportunity. They just passed it about in our box. Nobody did anything about it, and we are now a goal down. So, you know what? Very attacking. YOLO. Show some passion, lads. I know we're underdogs. We're underdogs in every game. We scraped to stay up. Like, we are underdogs in every single game we play. So, just pick it up. It's all about the effort. I just want you to put in a little bit of effort, lads. That's all I'm asking. Not asking you to win. I'm just asking for effort. We'll draw. Would be nice. But we aren't going to get anything from this first half as we go in 1-0 down. They've had 8 shots, we've had 3. At least we've been pretty clinical with them though. They've had 8 and got 2 on target. We've had 3 and got 3 on target. 9 fouls, so that is a bit of an issue to their 5. 1 yellow card, 1 yellow card, 60% possession to 40. I wonder if the fouls is because on this new tactic I haven't put the don't dive into tackles. I'll check that one out right now. So, Jamal is our best performer, 6.7, no reason for it. Aslin, of course, with a goal with an 8.2 is their best performer. Roslyn is struggling for them with a 6.4, 50% passing completion ratio, and Issa for us with a 0% crossing completion ratio and a 6.3. Now, there's 3 other games currently going on. Malacca is currently winning 1-0, and the Kelantan and Pendang game is currently 0-0. So, let's head to the dressing room. And first of all, I'm going to do that tactical check because, right, out of possession, use type mark. Stay on feet. That's the one we want. We don't trust our players not to stay on their feet, so we're going to tell them to stay on their feet. Mind the team, there's no real pressure other than we are going to get knocked out of the cup. I don't think any of you, I don't think you're playing as careful, lads. I know they're the better team, but look at them reigns. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Especially considering we have been as clinical as we have when we've actually had the shots. So, Pinto has picking up a knock, and Rossley has just gone and scored a beautiful goal. Mod Rossley. Modded twice. Well, there's your problem. There's a problem. The guy has been modified, and he is pretty darn good. The modifications are working pretty well, I would say. Now, what are we going to do with this mess? You know what? You're probably going to think I'm crazy. And it is crazy. But it's our only opportunity to get anywhere with this game. So, focus through the middle. Underlap, underlap. Underlay, underlay. Shoot on sight. Left set pieces. We're going to go quick. Extremely high tempo. Yes, small direct. That works for me. Line. We'll have a standard line. We're going to play for offsides, which is the most crazy idea in the world with this team. Because they probably can't even figure that one out themselves. Even if I had a lone defender at the back, he probably wouldn't be able to work out how to do that. But, Safwan. Ngolu. Ngolu, go on that side because you prefer that side. You can be a deep line if you really wish. We can have a poacher in Pinto. Safwan comes on as a pressing forward, and we are going to bang in 3 goals. He says optimistically. I doubt we're going to bang in 1 goal, but we shall try. And Jamal is going to throw it in. He has given it away straight away though, and Ahmad is coming on the counter attack down the left hand side. And it's with Asman, who just taps in the ball corner. You know what? We're going to give the other goalkeeper a run out. I've decided. Last 3 games. Last one of this episode. The last 2 in the next one. We're going to give the other goalkeeper out. We're going to give some guys who have not had some playing time. Get some of these underperforming idiots off the pitch. Omar particularly. He's gone. He can join Asman, who will be sitting in the reserves for the rest of his career, or at least until I go. Pinto though, that knock is not going to be useful. Safwan might be getting some game time. But that is for me to figure out between this game and the next, I suppose. Who knows, we might pick up some other injuries too. But Kazani has the ball, and he plays it to Salah. Speaking of Kazani, I might even try him up front. Why not? You know? He's not been having the greatest time in defensive mid. He had that amazing performance on our first day here in Malaysia, but since he has not done a whole lot. So, Ali plays it back to Omar. Omar now holds up possession in the box. What is he going to do? I apologise for the sirens. It is extremely loud, and they are pretty darn close. So, Aslan plays it over to the left-hand side. Roshil with the ball once more. He can be deadly. We've seen it earlier in today's game. Zakaria. Lovely shot, my friend. Admittedly, we do have the worst goalkeeper in the world in goal. But let's have another look at this finish. At this point, we have to appreciate the finishes of the other team. Because that was nice. That was real nice. Our performance, not so much. But that goal, that's pretty nice. So, it looks like we are accepting defeat in today's game. That means we have lost to all 3 teams in this group, which is not a huge surprise, but in the fashion we've lost today's game, that's worrying for the future of this club. Lucky for us though, we don't have to worry about the future of this club. We are going to be leaving in 3 games time, so we can have a bit of fun. Who knows, maybe I'll put Asman in goal. You know, let's just see how Asman gets on in net. 7 right for passing it back. Actually, no. He'll probably pass it into our goal. Asman, you're not getting in goal. I take that back. Pinto, though, slots one away. Not the best of goals, but runs onto one and just slots past the keeper. It was a nice finish. Not as nice as some of the other finishes we've seen today, but at least we can see him putting some effort in. That's my friend, sir. That did not look good. We need to stop giving them these random shots from range. I'm definitely going to keep that tweak of staying on the feet, because that always helps with our foul troubles. We are also going to add play for set pieces, because of course we are the underdog teams in literally every one of these matches, so playing for set pieces might be our best chance of pulling something out. But Rosil, open on this left hand side, whips one in, and they have gone and scored yet again. Nzohabongnang, what a name. Amy Nzohabonnago. Nayo? Yeah, it's Benayo. Nozoa Benayo. Amy Nozoa Benayo. That is not a name you try reading, folks, when you've just woke up. I will say that. But we have finally finished today's game. It has not been a fun one. I mean, unless you've been on their team, that's been pretty fun for them. 5-1 in the end. They had 15 shots to our 8, 7 on target to our 5, 6 fouls to our 13, 1 yellow card to 2 yellow cards, 59% possession to 41. So we crept an extra percentage in that second half. It's alright with our shooting. We just gave a lot of fouls away. Best performers though, Wang, 1 assist, 7.2. For them was Rosley with 9 and 1 goal. Struggling performer then was Azil with 6.6 and Issa for us with a 6.1. Now, as you can see, a few different milestones. Not going to get into them though. Rosil, yeah, that's reasonable. Player of the match. Scored a solid goal. Indeed, that was disappointing. I'm going to get angry. Lads, we are not leaving this place on a loss. We cannot be taking results like that. I don't care that they was 4th in the league and we stayed up on goal difference. We shouldn't be losing like that. Pulled groin. You really shouldn't be doing that in the middle of a match either. And so I do not appreciate that. So 8 days time we come back to play against Selangor, and well, we've had not the best of luck against them. We lost to them 2-0 at the start of this cup. That was away from home though. We are at home. We do have that going for us. We lost to them 2-0 at home last time we played them in the league though. I'm seeing a bit of a trend here. Did we lose to them 2-0 away? So, ladies and gents, I can't wait to come back for the second game of today's episode where we shall be losing 2-0. Okay, maybe it's probably going to be 3 or 4 after our current form. But I will see you fine folks for the second game in just a second. Okay everyone, it's time to kick off our second game of today's episode. As you can see, we are switching it up yet again. Now, we aren't bringing Asman back. That is definitely not going to happen for the remainder of these games. But we do have a few names in the team. So Bashar is coming in at goal. He's replacing Umar, of course, the completely useless goalkeeper. So it can't really do any worse. We then have Abdullah on the right-hand side of defence. Jamal and Salah in central mid defence. And Hashim on the left-hand side. Now, a couple of them are due to suspensions, a couple of them are choices. I will let you fine folks figure out which ones are which. Salomon, though, comes in at defensive midfield. In central midfield, we have Wang and Desari. We then have Kudri on the right-hand side of midfield. That is, of course, our weaker side, so don't expect a whole lot going on over there. But N'Golu gets to come in on the left-hand side and Pinto up front. So our bench consists of Suami, Ali, Su, Kazani, Ramdam, Loon and Safwan. They, of course, are going for a good old-fashioned 4-4-2. So, without further ado, let's head on into the dressing room. So, Hoon thinks to tell the team they're expected to prove a point today. My coffee is running out on me, hence why I'm shutting down. No, but seriously, I am slowly losing my voice. It's time to put an end to our poor run. I mean, it is time. Passionately. We owe them. Revenge. Always goes down. Football Manager loves revenge. Facts. So, don't mess with Sports Interactive, ladies and gents. They will come for revenge. So, this is an interesting name. Ilang Koven Mugan Firan. Yes, we're not trying that one again. The Malaysian Football Chronicle. He's from friendly and good-humoured and respectful of us. The way I pronounce his name, maybe not for long. You're still in with a chance of qualification. Well, my friend, you are very optimistic. I appreciate you. But are you confident you can get the help elsewhere? Pray. That's our chances of getting through. We have to pray. Strong group? Yeah. Any team can beat any team besides us getting a victory. What are you doing to improve the record of the worst defence in the Malaysian Cup? We got rid of Omar. We're looking at everything. Can you talk us through your changes today? This squad nowadays? We have to allow... No. We need to rotate the players. You've left Omar out. Why is that? Has he seen the performances of Omar in the past few games? Because I think that answers itself. In fact, this answers itself. Look at that. 48 goals conceded. 27 games. 6.7 average rating. Not too bad, but 48 and 27. Come on. I don't think he's been best lately. What is your thinking behind him? Because he's the next best goalkeeper. I have complete faith in him. Or at least I have more faith in him than I have in Omar. Because Omar was absolutely useless. So I would have more faith in an outfield player than Omar in goal the way he's been performing recently. Also, I knew Pinto had taken a knock before today's game. Because of course he took it in the previous game. But I didn't expect his condition to be as deteriorated as it is. Otherwise he might not have been starting today. Perhaps Sapwan would have been on. So though, we can take him off at half time. We've got bigger issues to deal with, like Mike McWatt with a beautiful goal in the left-hand side of the goal, and we are currently losing. So, let's go attacking. We have to tell the lads to show some passion. That's probably going to annoy them, but I don't care. Vancha. We are down after 20 minutes. I cannot be accepting that, regardless of who the opponents are. Nashir gets it over to Lally. What a name. Lally keeps it in, though, on the right-hand side. Plays it back to Kulshar, who is dispossessed by the Wang. Oh, come on, Wang, don't fall over. You had a nice counter-attack going until you stumbled and gave him the ball back. But Lally gets another one in, and it's 2-0. Hendrik. Well, ladies and gents, we are very much spectators in this calamity that is our team. But we've only got another episode of this. One more episode of pain, and then we can escape this place and go somewhere much more joyful. I'm not quite sure where our list of destinations is, but we shall be leaving the Asia/Africa region after this one. I believe we head back to Europe, and I want to say we're in like Scandinavia is for the next one. If I remember rightly. I believe we are up in the Iceland, Finland sort of group. But that That is the beauty of a free kick. Now, do I think we're going to get back into this one? Probably not. Kadri, though. Beautiful goal, showing why I should have been using him earlier. First goal of the season, and what a beautiful goal it was. Now, can we get two more? That is the question. We are currently 3-1 down, almost half-time approaching. It would be nice if we can get a second before half-time, just narrow it down to a 1-goal difference, but I'm not optimistic, folks. Definitely not optimistic after seeing these episodes. These Malaysian Cup matches have not gone well at all. Hendrick, though, just taps it across face goal. Oh, we've blocked 2 shots and just cleared it back away. And see, that is where we need to be route wanting it. N'Golu plays it back to Hashim. Hashim holding up the ball nicely on this left-hand side. Ball over the top. Intercepted. It was absolutely nowhere near any of our players. The passing on these players is absolutely terrible. Next time I'm in one of these leagues, I'm definitely getting players who can pass. I don't care what their ability is on the ball, just be able to pass it. Nothing else. As long as you can get it to your teammates, I'm not going to be too fussed. This whole hoofing it up and just passing it straight back to your opponent gets rather old pretty quick. So, they are back in possession with Lely, with a through ball to Makwat and a lovely save by Bashar. Bashar doing a bit more than Umar. Umar would have probably just poked it back towards the striker and we would have been 4-1 down. But they have a corner, whipped in. And can we get it away? Someone, come on, Desire. Yes. Oh, he's cleared it away, but Pinto cannot win the header. And it is the end of that highlight. Ooh, he wants to be subbed. Well, lucky for you, Pinto, it's half-time and I will sub you. So, it is 3-1 at half-time, and well, they have dominated this game. We've had 3 shots, they've had 14, 1 on target to their 7, 4 fouls to 7. Zuriel has 38% possession to 62. Now, our best performer, of course, was Kadiri, with that 8.2 and 1 goal, and it was a nice goal. But Makwat also scored a nice goal for them, got an 8 rating. Struggling to perform, though, is Abdullah. He's made 6 mistakes and a 6.2. That's why I have not been using him. And Sad with a 6.6. As you can see, the other games, not so interesting. Couple of 0-0 draws. ATM is losing 1-0 at home to PKNS, though. So, tell them it was disappointing. It was. It was indeed. Assertively. Show me something else in the second half. Abdullah, you're not going to get a chance to show me anything in the second half. I don't know how I'm going to replace you, but I will find a way. So, Hashim can go over to that side. Great. Good job, Hashim. I love you for that. I can take him off. We are then going to bring on Safwan for Pinto, because Pinto is dying, quite literally. So, that is our double substitution, and hopefully it amounts to something. Maybe 2 goals. Because currently, Selangor have gone top of the group. So, Salomon? Yes, Salomon, I think. I can't remember what I renamed him. That is not for my brain to remember. We only have another episode after this one. Why would I remember names? But, I'll remember that one. Makwat has gone and scored his 15th goal of the season. And it's assisted by their Hashim, in fact. And it's not looking good, folks. Not looking good at all. In fact, -10. 4 games, -10. 0-0-4. This has been a rough cup. Maybe we should have just got out of here at the end of the league. Because this is painful. This is definitely painful to watch. I apologise to each and every one of you for bringing you to the Malaysian Cup. We should have escaped last week. And, well, yeah. Karma. This is karma. For wanting to stick around and enjoy the beauties of Malaysia. We are now getting punished for it, and we are now getting absolutely destroyed. Basha, though, on the ball, conceded 5 goals here today, has been very good at being as useless as Omar. So, guess Omar is coming back into the lineup for the next episode, because at least he doesn't concede 5 a game. He at least gets a couple of saves in, even if they are a bit scary. Lalido gets one across field. It is now with Noor. Gets it down to Hendrick. Yes, Hendrick. Not Hendrick. Hendrick. Gets a H thrown in there. But Nashia gets it over to Hashim. Hashim whips the ball in. Sue cannot get it. Luckily, Lale can't keep his shot down. And I probably said his name in about 50 different ways. So, 20 minutes remain on the clock. Can we do anything with it? We need to really get bodies up front. So, Solomon, I'm sorry, you need to come off. Loon is coming on in your place. And hopefully Loon can manage to do something for us. Looks like we might have to go back to our old formation. It was at least getting us somewhere. It was stopping us getting destroyed like this. Hashim, though, he has fallen apart. 5.8 right now. That is not good to see, ladies and gents. And Bancha with the goal kick. 2 minutes remain. Can we stop them getting a 6th goal? That is the important point in this. Or will we get an even more disappointing scoreline? Hassan, it's now over to Zurung 9. Hashim gets the ball back. Will that get him a 6? He's played it up to Safwan. Perhaps he's managed to just scrape himself a 6 rating in today's game. And it's over to Zia. Can we get a second? Come on. Second goal, lads. Please, please. N'Golo. Yes, N'Golo. I've never been more happy to see a second goal in a 5-2 loss. That's a little bit of a smile on my face. That we went till the final whistle. We tried. Yes, we got absolutely slapped about. But you know what, N'Golo, I appreciate that. I appreciate the desire of certain players in this squad to carry on going. But it is, of course, 5-2 in the end. We had 8 shots to their 20. 4 on target to their 10. 8 fouls to 12. They had more on target than we had in total. Serial cards. 41% possession to 59. Quite a few different milestones, but the best performers are Kadri with a 1 goal and an 8.3 for us, and McWatt, he got 2 goals and a 9.3. Solid performance out of McWatt, I must say. Struggling to perform though is Hashim, got a 6 rating and 0% cross completion ratio, and Prabakaran with 1 mistake that led to a goal and a 6.3. So, of course, Mike goes and gets his player of the match with his brace and 1 assist. Solid effort from him. Yes, it was disappointing indeed. But we're getting aggressive. I'm far from pleased with that result, lads. I'm going to throw hairdryers, I'm going to throw bricks, and throw whatever I can find nearby. So, that is the end of that. We are, in fact, knocked out of the Malaysian Cup, so there's no real point. You know what? I'm not going to make you guys suffer watching Johor and Pahang yet again. I think this is where we call it in Malaysia on this disappointing run. Yes. Look at that. 3-2, narrow loss. Then 0-2, 0-1, 1-5, 2-5. We've conceded 10 goals today. 3 goals scored. Not a fun episode, ladies and gents. Like I said, I'm not going to make you suffer through the final 2 games. We have been knocked out. There's no point in sitting through it. We shall go head to our new destination in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you at least managed to enjoy their goals. They did score some pretty nice goals. I will give it to them for that. But thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you have a lovely week ahead of you, and goodbye.